Hello, good people of YouTube, Mountbatten here, and today 10.7 will be going live for you guys. I'm at work, unfortunately, so I won't be able to check it out until I get home, but we will be going through the patch notes real quick today. Now, do keep in mind that everything you're watching in the background is still 10.6, alright? But we will be going through the patch notes today, and I'm giving you guys my 2 cents on all of the new content additions and changes coming to the game. Link to this article will of course be in the description down below. You can get a day of premium at the end of the article, so make sure you go ahead and grab that free premium time, you guys. But anyway, I'm going to read pretty much straight from the article, and again, any relevant images or artwork I will be throwing up on screen for you guys. So let's go ahead and get going. So of course this is coming out on August 11th. And this is the highlighted features of this patch. So submarines are coming in ranked and co-op battles for their final round of testing before going live on the random battles and on the live servers. Now, of course, they could throw in an additional test phase if they want to, but according to the original roadmap, this is the last round of testing before they just get thrown into the game. The Rotterdam Dockyard prepared and ready for the construction of D7 Provinciën. Ooh, that's a Dockyard ship we'll have to get to review for you guys. Ongoing early access to Dutch Cruiser, so the Dutch Cruiser Part 2 event. New season of clan battles. Ugh, joy. That's sarcasm. And of course, changes to commander skills. So let's go ahead and get going with subs and ranked battles. So it says Ranked Battle Season 4 kicks off 1 week after the update hits the live servers. In addition to the traditional 4 ship types, a new type, Submarines, is joining the fight for ranked glory in the new season. Submarines have made quite a journey, having gone through 6 open and a gazillion closed tests since they were first announced back in 2019. Adding a totally new type of ship to World of Warships requires extended testing by a wide and stable audience in random battles. Testing them on a standalone server or in a special game mode would simply not give us a broad enough picture. However, we don't want to allow submarines to surface in the main type battle directly. It's essential that we ensure they are properly tested first. To perform the test, we've settled on ranked battles as the most suitable and closest equivalent of random battles. The new ranked season starts a week after the update goes live, but submarines will be accessible immediately after the release of 10.7. Co-op battles will give you an opportunity to try the subs out in a more relaxed environment and get prepared for the new ranked season. So let me just say this right here. I know a lot of people are upset that subs are in ranked battles. The truth of the matter is that they are telling the truth there, that if they tested in a closed session or in a on the PT server or in their own game mode, they simply don't get the traffic that they would if they were in random battles or ranked. Because of course, if it's in their own mode, the rewards normally aren't as good as random battles. If it's on the PT server, not a lot of people play on the PT server, and plus the rewards on the PT server aren't that great. I mean, they're there, but they're not, of course, earning XP and stuff on their main line or anything like that. So it's understandable that they would want to put this in a mode where it's a high traffic mode and they can give submarines a proper test. And overall, that's great for the game. The more tested that these submarines are, the better off we are with getting these things in the full live server. So understand, it's probably going to be an interesting season to say the least, but it's necessary if we want these things to come out properly. Alright, so the features of the season. A maximum of 2 submarines is allowed per team. To prevent long queues from forming, the matchmaker submarines will be rented out free of charge through random bundles from the Armory. Commanders will receive a 5th skill tree for submarines, and some of the skills of other ship types will receive additional effects that are designed to counter submarines. You also find a revamped interface in the port, and there are updated rules for this season. Ranked battles statistics will be displayed in the profile summary. Distribution by league starts from Season 4. Statistics for previous seasons broken down by leagues will not be available. After qualifying, you can continue to play in the next league without having to wait for the start of a new sprint. If you make it to rank 1, the Bronze League, and successfully qualify, you can continue playing in the Silver League within the same sprint. That's nice. Format 7v7, Tier 6 in the Bronze League, Tier 8 in the Silver League, and Tier 10 in the Gold League. So break out your Congress, boys, go clubbing in Tier 8 in the Silver League. Like in the previous season, battles will be split into 6 sprints. The first sprint runs for 1 week, and each subsequent one runs for 2 weeks. Each new sprint starts immediately after the end of the previous one, and there are our rewards for this season. Alright, so that's it for ranked. Moving on now to the Dockyard. We invite you to build the Tier 8 Dutch cruisers to 7 provinces at the Rotterdam Dockyard. The ship is armed with 8 dual-purpose 152mm guns housed in 4 turrets. The 7 Provinces has access to repair party and engine boost consumable, and she is equipped with the airstrike armament. The ship's guns have a medium firing range and high rate of fire. The rules of the new Dockyard are similar to that of the previous ones. The construction process of the Dockyard comprises 24 phases. You can advance through these by completing Dockyard combat missions by spending 1,500 dubs on each phase. If you want to progress through shipbuilding phases at a discount, you can purchase starter packs, 9 shipbuilding phases in exchange for 8,950 dubs, or 3 phases in exchange for 3,950 dubs. The Dockyard combat missions spawn 2 updates, 10.7 and 10.8. You can complete shipbuilding phases in exchange for doubloons until the end of update 10.9. In total, you can progress through 21 of 24 shipbuilding phases by completing Dockyard combat missions. Completing shipbuilding phases will reward you with a container that drops a Tier 5 premium ship, as well as coal, steel, free XP, Elite Commander XP, Days of Premium account, Distant Voyages containers, and other rewards. Upon completing the 24th shipbuilding phase, you'll receive the 7 Provinces and the War Paint Camouflage, commanded with 10 skill points, a port slot, and a commemorative flag. If you complete the construction of the 7 Provinces by spending doubloons, make sure to keep progressing through the Dockyard missions. Completing each phase will give you 250 still. So the 7 Provinces is a ship that I will of course be getting to review for you guys as soon as I can, and I will have that review up as soon as I possibly can as well. If you are wanting to weld the event for this steel, I do recommend buying the starter bundles. I'm not saying you should go out and spend money on this, but I'm saying if you are going to weld the event so you can get the steel afterwards, buying both starter bundles is your best way to go. It's the cheapest option. But yeah, the 7 Provinces, a very interesting ship, one that I cannot wait to get my hands on, see how she handles in game. If you are thinking about getting her, again, like I said, I will be having my review for her up as soon as I possibly can. Alright. Oh, here it is right here, by the way. If you, after the 7 Provinces article, this is where you get your premium time in the article, so make sure you grab that, guys. Alright, Dutch Cruisers Early Access. Essentially, the event is continuing. Not much more to say about that, other than they are adding in the unique Dutch commander Klaas Johnson and the Dutch flag, I believe, as well. But I believe we've talked about that already. Alright, Clan Battles. Update 10.7 kicks off the 14th season of Clan Battles. You can expect to play Tier 6 ships in a 7v7 format. It starts on the 18th and runs through October 4th. Oh boy, this is the fun part. No more than 2 aircraft carriers or battleships, or a combination of both, per team in total. No more than 3 mercenaries per division, and the Grafspee and the HSF Grafspee have been banned. So, double CV Tier 6 Clan Battle season. This season's going to be just pain, y'all. I mean, double CV at Tier 6. Tier 6, like I've mentioned before, that's where there's a lot of World War I and like really early World War II ships that still have very little AA out there, and it's gonna be something. I'll tell y'all that. Anyway, all right, moving on down now to commander skills. So, since the latest commander skills update, we've taken a close look at the extensive feedback we received from you and compiled statistics related to those changes. We've made some balanced tweaks as well as improved or replaced unpopular skills. Some skills have received additional effects that are intended to counter submarines. So we've gone through these, of course, in another devblog video, but something important to note. With the new secondary commander skills, they changed, seemingly at the last minute too, the amount of accuracy lost when you select a new target. It used to drop down to 70% of the accuracy, but now it only drops down to 80% of the accuracy. So this update, when this goes live, this is another thing that I can't wait to try out. Secondaries should be actually in a really good spot right now. The time it takes to build up the accuracy is 45 seconds. I still think that's a little bit on the long side, but overall, from trying these secondaries out on the PT server, this looks like a really big step in the right direction for secondaries, especially for the Germans. The German ones are really accurate now after 45 seconds, and I really cannot wait to see how this is going to work in game. But again, gotta get off of work first. Alright, so going on down now to the Armory. So we got a new addition to the Armory, y'all. When the update goes live, a large post-war destroyer, the Ragnar, the Tier 10 Pan-Euro DD, will join the fleet of available ships in the Armory. The destroyer is equipped with the far-reaching artillery comprised of 452mm guns, housed in 2 turrets. Ragnar can boast of having a Ragnar can boast of having a that English translation wargaming. Ragnar can boast of having a large HP pool and strong A defense, but lacks torpedo armament. The ship has access to the repair party and surveillance radar consumable. She also has the emergency engine power consumable at her disposal, which boosts her speed by 30%. Ragnar will be available for 27,000 coal. The Flying Fish permanent camo for FDR is now available in exchange for 3 clan tokens. It looks nice, but it's the FDR. With the release of update 10.8, Katori would no longer be available for community tokens. However, you still would be able to buy the ship for doubloons, the Tier 3 Japanese cruiser. Missouri's coming, don't get it. Content addition and changes. We've added the destroyer Groningen to the Dutch tech tree. She belongs to the same series as Friesland, and both ships have identical characteristics. The ship will be available for 1 million free XP in the tech tree. Alternatively, you can grab it for 19,300 dubs in the Armory. Until the end of update 10.7, all owners of Friesland will be able to replace the ship with Groningen free of charge in the inventory section. More info on how to exchange the ship will be available in the game's client. So this was something that quite a big stink was made about, how the Friesland was either going to be moved to the Dutch tech tree, and then at that point, you can no longer use your pan-European commander on them, which it takes a lot to get a 21-point commander now. So then they announced that they're going to release Groningen, and those people that wanted the Friesland to get moved to the Dutch tech tree, of course, didn't like that too much because they wanted their Friesland to be there. But I think this really is, and I said in the original video that it was kind of the best thing that they just, introduced a ship that's exactly the same as the Friesland in the tech tree, but they managed to actually find what is really, in my opinion, a really good solution, where you have all of update 10.7 to exchange a Friesland for a Groningen if you want the Friesland in the Dutch tech tree. And then after that, too, you can, of course, just get the Groningen as well. So it's a pretty good solution for just solving a problem that apparently they didn't think about when adding in the Dutch into the game. But anyway, okay. We've added the following commander flags: Her Majesty's Naval Toaster, Brazilian Imperial Flag, and Submarine Warfare Insignia. Premium ships 2 to 4 containers have been added. The following ships have been added to the game for testing by devs. We've got, they're all the German battle cruisers have been added into the game, along with the Incomparable and the Tier 60, the Karl von Schönberg. Legends of Galactic Hero, Die knew these. What? Is this some weeb stuff? Oh, there's some weeb stuff. We got weeb stuff. Did I miss this? What the heck? The following content has been added to the game to mark our collaboration with Legends of the Galactic Heroes, Die knew these. Okay. Free Planet Alliance and Galactic Empire. That sounds badass. Expendable camouflages. Hyperion permanent camouflages for Baltimore. Triglav permanent camouflage for Kansas. Brunhild permanent camouflage for August von Parzival. And Barbarossa permanent camouflage for Z23. Oh, the Parzival looks pretty cool. That looks nice. Legend of the Galactic Heroes container. Commanders Reinhard von Lohengram, Siegfried Kiersich, Dusty Attenborough, Friedrich Friedrika Greenhill, and Yangwei Li, each with a unique voiceover. Details on how to get this new content will be announced later. Okay. Other game changes and improvements, just a bunch of little bug fixes. Oh, the amount of RAM consumed by the game client has been reduced. Thank God. Yeah, I don't know why. The game client, when it's updating, just it eats all of my RAM, even when I had 64 gigs of RAM with the original computer, not with a Lifeboat 1. Alright, so let's see. Any major changes? I don't see it. Alright, so yeah, that's it for the major changes and content additions into the game. We got, well, not really a lot this update, but some, like we talked about yesterday, the Missouri, just don't get it. If you want the full details, go watch yesterday's video. Just don't go for the Missouri. You can only get it in random bundles. You can't buy it outright. Groningen coming is, of course, very exciting for those that wanted the Friesland and the Dutch tech tree. And, of course, the Seven Provinces coming out. That's a ship that I've been waiting for some time. It's a real steel ship, too, so that's really cool. And like I said, my review for that should be out hopefully either tomorrow or the next day. Anyway, guys, hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to drop a like, leave a comment, and let me know what you think about the update in the description, in the comments down below. If you also enjoyed too, make sure you subscribe and turn notifications on as well. Hope you guys are having a wonderful Wednesday. Hope to catch you guys in the next one.